Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of True Talk on the Couch. I am your host, Ralph Cunningham, and we have an excellent show for you today. But before we get off into any of that, I've got to introduce to you my main man, my brother, my ace, Ezra Cunningham, a.k.a. the Black Butterfly, a.k.a. the Blind Poet. How you feeling, bro?
Oh, man, I can't complain. I'm alive. How about yourself?
I can't complain either. I have, I don't know, it's still nice and pretty outside.
Yeah.
It's sunny, so, things are doing pretty good today. It's really nice outside.
Yeah, it is. It's real nice, about 73 degrees, though.
That it is, yeah.
Last time I checked on my phone, but, my phone sometimes messes up, so I don't know to believe it, but it didn't feel bad anyway, so.
No, not at all.
What's good with y'all out in YouTube world?
YouTube is always awesome. And today, YouTube, we have our second part. And it is Mr. Wrong. No, it's Miss Wrong and Miss Right. Am I correct?
Oh, yes. It's Mrs.
Okay, Mrs. Wrong, Mrs. Right. I'm sorry. I'm about to redo the other one. No. So, Mrs. Wrong, Mrs. Right. What is it about Mrs. Wrong that makes all the guys be like, man, I've got to get with her. This is who I want to be with. In our head, we know that Mrs. Right is the one we should be with. So, well, you know what? Let's break it down. Let's give everybody what Mrs. Wrong is and what Mrs. Right is so that they can understand.
Well, one thing for sure, there's a doctor named Dr. Carol Lieberman. She has a book actually called Bad Girls, and it was interesting because she said what makes the bad girl, it actually starts at home with the parents. The fact that the father's not there, or if he is in her life, it's not in a good way. He could be kind of abusive or not showing love, so she ends up going out with guys to get love that are probably thugs and bad guys themselves, only to get hurt. And it gets to a point where she just can't take it anymore, and her heart actually gets hardened. And she decides that it's best to just start not looking for love anymore, but just looking for what she can get. And that's where the bad girl comes in. That's what, like I said, Dr. Carol Lieberman, her book is called Bad Girls. You can check it out. She also has a book called Bad Guys as well. So she talks about both sides, and it's pretty interesting. Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
it's very interesting. I pretty much, in a lot of ways, I can believe that in a lot of ways, but I also believe that some women are just kind of heartless, period, and just want something from the man. Just like she sees the man wanting something from her, which could be just sex. And she's looking at him like, well, if you want me, then you're going to have to give up some money, or, you're going to have to buy me things, You think of even how the bad girl dresses. She dresses provocative because she wants that attention.
Okay. Yeah.
So,
well, I mean, all majority of the females nowadays dress pretty provocative. I'm kind of in the thought that, I mean, I agree with a lot of that. I agree with some of that. Some of it, I'm kind of like, oh, wow, okay. Well, I think more or less like if that's her image of a bad girl, I guess the good girl's image would be a female that is actually up on her stuff, and she's the one who is constantly striving and constantly making sure that her game is on point. She doesn't depend on anybody. She doesn't rely on anybody. If there's something out there to get, she's going to get. She's a go-getter, and, and I guess the problem with guys going after Mrs. Right, I guess you could say, would be the fact that a lot of guys can't keep up with her. they are more likely, you know, to be with her. You have to continue to improve, and as well as, you know, carry your own load and do what you're supposed to do. And a lot of guys, I mean, their representative, you know, comes out at first, and then the real person after that actually shows. So, you know, you got to keep up with Mrs. Right, and she's just not gonna take anything, you know.
Right. That's very interesting because speaking of a good girl, one of one of our YouTube people that we definitely subscribe to, Jessica Calhoun, that has her own YouTube channel, Beauty on a Budget with Jessica Calhoun. Check that out. You know, she mentioned to me that you know, guys are really, like, in a lot of ways they're intimidated by a good woman. You know, they're full of drama.
I can see
you know,
guys that's intimidated by women, period.
You know, when you have a good woman, they have to really step their game up. And that's pretty much what she was pretty much saying. You know, if you want to get with, you know, somebody like her, you know, you gotta reach my level. Don't come with the games. Don't come with the garbage. And I definitely understand that. And like I said, big shout out to Jessica Calhoun. We was talking about that.
You know, but I heard that, you know, a lot of thing about going after the bad girl is because, you know, the good girl, you just bland. You know, you're bland, you're boring, and I mean, you know, this is where you should be, but you know, when you see Mrs. Wrong walk past you in that nice tight dress or pants,
booty shorts,
and you like, wow, that's what I want. You know, and I mean, so, you know, in evident, it shows that you're not thinking with the right head. You know what I mean? So I can see that. I can also, they say that, you know, the Mrs. Wrong, she's more adventurous.
Yeah.
You know, not just, you know, outside, you know, but inside, you know. She's, you know, more interesting in the bed. She's more willing to do what you want to do, you know. And, you know, she's the bad girl, so, you know, your thoughts are, you know, she's naughty, you know. And you want that. You want that. It's that excitement, that thrill, you know. And most guys, if not all guys, are really, you know, we're gamblers and we're thrill seekers, you know what I'm saying? So it's the thrill of the chase with that. I know it's a lot of guys out there that they're not thrill seekers at all, you know. They're just pretty much just happy that a female talks to them.
Right.
You know, they'll just accept anything. They don't care.
Right.
You know, but, you know, that other percentage that, you know, have, they'll go after the bad girl because that is what, it's the thrill behind it, you know.
And to be honest with you, not to cut you off, but I
good?
mean, you got to think about it. The bad girl is pretty much easy.
Yeah.
She's easy. She's going to do what the good girl won't do. And that's everything that man wants to do, and then some.
Yeah.
You think about it, I mean, this one likes to party.
Yeah.
She likes to drink. She likes to smoke.
Yeah.
She acts, you know, wild and stuff like that in the bed. And that's something that a man wants with that good girl.
Yeah.
But a lot of good girls aren't off into that.
No.
You know? And I mean, I'm not going to sit up here and like stereotype every good girl because, you know, just because they don't show that out in the street, they wait until they're at home with their man to do that. But like I said, I do know females that are good girls that be like, no, I wouldn't do that. No, I wouldn't do that. No, I wouldn't do that. But that hood rat, that ghetto girl, that bad girl, she will. So, you know, the man ends up going towards her because he's going to get what he wants, even though she's just a fling. You know, just to hit it and quit it, and that's it.
So,
you know.
Is there some insecurities with the male? Would you call that insecure? I mean, you think about it. You're not going to get with the woman that you know you should get with because you want to get with something easy, and then, you know, after you then, you know, like, what is that? Sow your oats. Then you figure, okay, well, I'll just settle down, and
I think it just goes back to a lot of guys just being intimidated by a
Females.
good,
Yeah.
independent, strong woman.
Okay, so then what makes a woman so strong that makes the guys just run away from her? I mean, there's got to be something.
Well,
I mean, do you not think that a bad girl is a strong girl?
strong in the wrong way, strong in wanting to be ghetto, strong in wanting to dress provocative to get those looks, strong enough to get out in the middle of the street or anywhere else and be loud and act a fool, strong enough to sit up there and to just give it up to any and everybody that shows her attention. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but with a good woman, they're not gonna do that. They
So
are
pretty
not.
much they just like, Mr. Right and Mr. Wrong, Mrs. Right, Mrs. Wrong. Everybody kind of, puts a bad name for the real people. Some of these bad guys make it hard for really good guys,
Yeah,
and some of these bad girls make it really hard for some of these good women.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
but
So,
you have to really think about it this way with good girls. You can spot a good girl in a lot of ways because, like I said, they're independent. They've
Yeah,
got a job.
yeah.
They're not relying on anybody.
Yeah.
They're taking care of their business. I've
Of
talked
course.
to plenty females, and right off the bat, I knew exactly what they were about because the first thing that came out their mouth, "What, you gonna pay my phone bill?" No.
yeah,
I
I
don't
have
know
met
you.
a couple of those. I have met a couple
You know,
of
this is
those.
the first time me and you talk,
Yeah.
and seriously, you
Yeah.
think I'm gonna give you some money?
Yeah,
For
they want
what?
that merch. They want
Yeah,
that
they
merch.
want the merch, and they not getting it from me. No.
No.
So and I'm like, with women, they're not looking for a handout. They're
Strong women.
With strong women, they're
Yeah.
not looking for a handout. They're looking for a companion. They're looking for a best friend, and they're looking for love
Yeah.
and a strong
So-
relationship.
So I guess basically, an independent woman, a woman who is up on her game, that go-getter, she doesn't really need you
No.
for anything other than companionship.
And honestly, that's very
So-
attractive to me. That
So-
a woman is like that.
So fellas, I guess what the strong black or white or just a strong woman is saying, step your game up and you can get with a real woman.
Yep.
And you won't be brokenhearted with Mrs. Bad. But in a lot of ways, I think guys kind of like having their feelings kind of trampled with a little bit. Because you kind of gotta know that this girl, she's not somebody to be trusted. You know what I
Right.
mean? I mean,
Yeah.
if she didn't been with everybody in your crew,
Oh, she gonna be.
how is it that
yeah.
you're gonna be walking around wifing this?
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? And I know some people that done been around and
Around.
around.
And still going around.
Yeah. And then one dude will get with this person and wife it. And you looking at him like, man, come on, dude. How you gonna get with that? And not only has your crew got with it, but everybody else then got with
She's
that.
pretty much what we call community.
Yeah, I mean,
You know
that's
what
the
I'm
same
saying?
thing with guys. I can't really understand how a female can put the handcuffs on some dude that they know then been around, but yet and still they do that anyway. So
Yeah.
I mean, is that a sign of, man, I'll just take anything, or is that some insecurity?
On the woman's part, you think?
I think that's insecurity, and I'll take anything on both parts.
Well, you know what? I think one thing for sure, on the women's standpoint, when it's a good woman, they really need to find out, like, what a real good man wants. And that's the thing about it.
Okay, so
don't
what
just
does a
look.
real good man want?
You know what? For one thing, I consider myself to be a good man. I do.
Oh, you do.
I definitely do. I'm a faithful man.
Good man.
I am. I
Good
feel
man.
like I am.
No, I'm just
My lady
joking.
says I am, so I go with her.
Sucky now.
I go with what she say. That's my queen. So I'm that's what's up.
Yeah.
Big shout out to Kyra. But anyway, I think that a woman really needs to find out what a man wants. And one thing that a man wants from their woman
Is
I think women try to talk their way into a man's heart. And
Thought it was cooking. I thought it was cooking.
yeah, but you know, cooking, okay, that's good, but you're trying to talk your way into a man's heart. And a lot of guys, even though they're good, that's not them. They're more of a fun-loving action type. Like, do something with that person. Do something with your man. Sit down and play video games with him. Watch a football game with him. You know, if it's just playing ping pong with him.
I
You
get
know,
that.
talk junk with him. You know what I'm
I
saying?
get that.
We like that.
Wrestle.
Yes, wrestle.
Fight.
You know, clown. Hey, I
Good
want to
fight.
I want
Good
to play some spades. You know
I
what I'm
love
saying?
spades, hell yeah.
You know, we're that type of an action type people in a lot of ways.
Uh-huh.
And I think women need to look at that more instead of waiting until the football game to come on to sit there and stare in their face, and then in the next 5 minutes, what are you thinking about? No,
But you
I'm
know-
thinking about the game. So, you know, if you're not talking about the game, then, you know, you can save that till afterwards.
But,
let's,
you know-
let's do something together.
Think about this, though. Think about this, though. I'm hearing everything you're saying, but isn't that how it starts off? I mean, you start off, the female starts off liking what you like,
Yeah.
doing the things that you do, going to the club, chilling out with you. Oh, you crazy? That was a funny joke.
Yeah.
And then once they got you, it's like, well, you know.
And that's what leads to problems because you're not doing the things that you were doing.
So whatever it is that
And-
you was doing is what's going to have to continue to keep this guy.
and that's the same thing with guys. You
Oh,
have
yeah.
to continue to
Oh,
do
yeah.
the same thing if you want that woman to stay with you, and it's vice versa. I've been with a female that was just like that, and then after a while, she just stopped like doing everything and even like taking care of herself, and it was like, hey, I got my man.
Yeah, I
And
know
I'm
that
like,
type of
are you
female,
serious?
yeah.
You,
Okay.
You know.
Good question, though. So who do you think is the better liar in the relationship?
To be honest with you, women can
are the better
lie.
liars.
Women
I get
can
you.
lie very well. They
Yeah.
are very cunning.
They only want you
They
to
are
know what they
very
want you to
sneaky,
know.
and they can do it. The thing
Yeah.
is that me personally, I'm hip to the game because I have studied human psychology, so
to
I
the
do know.
game.
I know about females.
He knows.
So, you know, there's no game that you're gonna play on me.
Not one.
It's not gonna go down. I
Nope.
am very intelligent.
Very.
So when I see that coming, it's a red flag. I'm blocking you. I'm firing you, and that's just a wrap. But you know, guys,
Guys get caught up in there just a
Guys
little
get-
bit too quick.
They do.
I
man.
think not only do they get caught up, but it's like they want to get found out.
Yeah.
You know, it's like they want to get found out.
And-
It's
and
that
like-
drama. They
Yeah, like
Yeah.
you said, that you know, the body member, the lower body member takes over the big head
Yeah,
on
yeah.
their neck,
Well, see,
and
women
That
are
makes it-
so emotional, and you know,
But that's-
guys, we don't have as many feelings as females do. I mean, you
No.
think about it. We are nowhere near as emotional as females. We don't feel all the feelings that they feel. I mean, you know, a female can look at a commercial with a puppy and will just break down crying because she feels something. You're looking at her like, why are you crying? You know, it's just a puppy that ran across the street. But a woman will feel something in that commercial, you know. So why is it that guys aren't as emotionally attached? Is it because we're not taught to be emotionally attached?
I
Or
think that's one thing. Yeah, definitely being the.
you a punk if you cry?
A lot of people say that.
Do you
know,
cry,
you're a
Ezra?
punk. Yeah, I do. If I'm hurt, I'm gonna cry.
When was
if
the last
I'm
time you
angry,
cried, man? Yesterday?
no. But I mean, you know, I have emotions because
Yeah,
I
exactly.
reflect
I
my
get you.
God, and He has emotions. So
Yeah.
I'm an emotion. You know, you know, if something makes me sad, I am gonna cry.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
If it makes me angry, I'm gonna be angry. If
Yeah.
if it's funny, I'm gonna laugh till I
Exactly,
stop.
exactly.
So you know, I don't consider myself a punk.
No.
about anything.
Oh no, nobody's
And
a.
so
You're not a punk if you show
I don't
emotion.
think you are.
But
I
I'm just
don't really
saying, you know,
believe
but that
you
is the
know,
conception.
yeah,
Am I
it is.
correct
You
on
know,
that?
you gotta
Yeah,
be
that is the
hard. You gotta
misconception
be
that you
strong. You
always
can't
got to be
cry.
hard.
Yeah.
You've always got to be tough. Guys can't
Yeah.
let their guard down and cry at a movie. I don't know too many guys that cry at movies or anything like that. I don't know
I
too many
haven't
guys that
cried
cry,
at a
period.
movie though.
Not at no chick flicks or anything like that. I mean, you know,
No.
where females, they show a wide range of emotions. You know, guys, we just don't have that. We just don't have, and like I said, I think that is because, you know, we always from what little kids taught to, hey, be a man, don't be no punk, be a
Yeah.
man.
Uh-huh.
So we don't have that emotional. We don't have that emotional thing where we can feel like everybody else does, or at least like the women do.
Well, see, that's the beauty and makeup of a woman, their emotions. You know, it's the difference between having emotions and being emotional and being filled with drama. And that's the thing. We know that women does have, you know, they do have different emotions.
Yeah.
And then some are emotional. Some, you know, show it a little bit stronger than others.
Yeah.
You know, but then you have some that are just full of drama.
Yeah,
And
I know a lot of
a
those.
good guy does not want any woman that's full of drama.
Well, girls
you know.
don't want a guy that's full of drama.
And that is true,
guys, and guys
definitely.
are full of drama too. You know, and God be like, man, you know, you so full of drama, like you saying about a female, and you thinking to yourself, dude, you got just as much drama as she got.
Right. Definitely.
So that's a
yeah,
two-way street on that.
It definitely is. It's a two-way street on that. You know what I'm saying? But you know, like I said, you know, it's still like I said, it's the beauty of a woman. It's the makeup. You know,
I get
it's
you.
how it is. And like I said, one thing that I also feel about women that are good girls is, you know, a classy woman is very attractive. That means that, you know, you're not going out there with like skin tight clothes with like, you know, shorts all the way up to your neck showing everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because, you know, guys are gonna come at you like
the
you're
way
a
you
hood
dress.
rat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But there's a way that you can look very beautiful and attractive with the clothes that you have on and still be classy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's something that a man looks for. A good man looks for as well. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, as well as also if they can cook. You know, hey, that's a perk right there for guys because, you know, we tend to look at women and we think of our moms and like, man, you know, my mom could throw it down in the kitchen. So, you know, I hope
Yeah.
this woman can, you
Can
know, do the
something
same
too.
thing
Yeah.
too. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm that way. I must say that because I never was a good cook. Even when I could see, I wasn't a good cook, and I always told my girlfriends, "Look, I'm sorry. I can make you a nice bowl of cereal. I can make you a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich, but
Yeah.
don't expect anything else because I'm not good in that. So that's your department. You know, if you can do it, good. You know, so that's something that, you know, guys look for. You know, and like I said, also the fact of a good guy, he wants his woman to be faithful.
Uh-huh.
You know.
I think the females want that same thing.
Yeah, definitely. You
Yeah.
know, it's faithful, and you know, and be.
He wants
a
to know that
friend.
that is his baby.
Yeah, you know, and be a friend.
And be a friend, yeah.
Yeah, be his best friend.
Yeah.
Truly be his best friend, and it's more than just the talking. You've got to really do more than just talking, ladies, because you can talk and talk and talk, and like I said, some guys, even though they're good guys, they're just not on that. You know what I'm saying? They're just really not there. So you have to really try and get to know your man to see what he likes, and you know.
Well, that
try
would
it
take
out.
more. Oh, my bad. That would take more than just one day.
Yeah, and that's
You know?
the thing. Well, with a good woman, it's not like she's gonna just jump into bed that first day.
Yeah, okay.
If she's a good woman,
Okay.
she's not gonna do that. Of course, she's gonna check this guy out because the appearance is something that, you know, that throws a lot of good girls off. You know, the way that he carries himself with confidence.
Yeah.
The fact of, you know, he may have a nice watch or a nice phone, or maybe he got a gold chain around his neck. You know, the way, you know, he carries himself. He looks fresh and stuff like that. You know, like you mentioned before, you know, after a while, you're going to see that real person. It's not going to be too long before that real person actually comes out. So
That's that representative.
yeah, it's that representative, and women do that too. But it seems like more so with like hood rats, you can just tell off the jump what they are about because of the way they conduct themselves out in the street, in public, or private. If you don't want to take this woman out on the street, then it must be a problem. Not like you're trying to hide her from your girlfriend. You may not even have a girlfriend, but you just don't want to take her out because you like, I know I'm going to be embarrassed by this clown.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
you know, and that way, a lot of the ghetto women, bad girls and stuff like that, you just want to be like, look, I'll meet you at your house. I'll bring some brew over to drink and we can get down.
Well,
and that's it. And
I guess,
that's sad.
but that pretty much lets you know what type of woman you are. If you ain't never met his family, you ain't never around his friends.
Nope.
You don't know where he lives.
Nope.
And the only time you see him is like around, what, 10 to
12.
like afterwards, then you know what you are. You know what you are.
Yeah.
And that's the same thing with guys. I mean, that, you know, females, they think just like we do. So don't get it twisted.
Yep.
You know, and think that, oh, no. You females think about everything that guys think of. Y'all think about that too.
You just don't express it.
Yeah, they
That's
express
all.
it around their friends, around
Yeah,
their girls.
but they're not going to express it in
females
front of
talk
a
just
guy.
as bad as guys do. About, you know, like how we talk about females, how good they look.
Oh, they do the same
Females
thing.
do just the exact same thing.
But see, a lot of females aren't going to tell you what they think about you in the first place.
No.
They're not going to do that, and guys will because, you know, we're visual in a lot of ways. We definitely are.
Yeah.
And one thing for sure is that, you know, 90%. Well, I say all men have this gene in them, and it's called dog. And I've said that plenty of times. There's a gene in men called dog, and it's the truth. Some just don't use it.
Yeah, I get you.
But men will sit up there and will just hump anything that comes in their direction.
Not all men.
And, you know, yeah, not all men, but some that do use their dog gene that they have,
Yeah.
you know, and
Yeah.
you can tell because the way they're talking to you, you could just translate it into them just roof, roof, roof. You could just
Yeah,
tell.
sounds like them barking.
It just sounds like it,
But
you
that's,
know.
that's so beautiful to some females, though. And I mean,
It's
you
that bad boy image.
yeah, it's that bad boy image. Yeah. I
So
don't know.
you know, if you like that bad boy image, like we mentioned in our episode about, you know, Mr. Wrong and Mr. Right, if that's what, you know, if that's exactly what you're looking for, then, you know, you're gonna have, then that's what you want,
Yeah.
you know, the fling. But
Yeah.
if you're a good girl and you're hooked up with a bad guy, please don't expect that you can change him, okay? Because it's not gonna happen.
Yeah. So in other words, if you know a guy that is smacking your friends around and beating down your friends
Yeah.
and cheating on your friend,
Mm-hmm.
then please believe whatever it is that you got in between your legs is not gonna change this guy.
It sure isn't.
He gonna do the same thing that he done did to your friends to you,
Yep.
and vice versa. Females guys don't think that, you know, you put it down so hard that she is stuck like Chuck on you. No. Because when the bigger, better deal comes along, she's ghost.
Yep.
Understand what I'm saying? You're gone.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Definitely.
Well, you know, I am just really intrigued about this.
Oh yes.
And I don't know. I think people think this is just like what we think. And
Yeah.
I think a lot of people are really afraid to talk about this because we've asked people to comment on this, and it's like you guys are afraid. You watch the video, but you're afraid to tell us what you think.
Yeah.
Why? Why? Don't be afraid. Tell us what you think. You
Yeah.
see us here. We telling you.
Yeah.
Tell us what you think. True
I'm
Talk
not
on the Couch at
sugarcoating
yahoo.com. No? No sugarcoating here.
Not
No.
sugarcoat
I
nothing.
mean, let us know. You know, you like Mrs. Wrong, you like Mrs. Right.
Yeah.
You know,
That's
I mean,
your choice.
Did we get it all right? I mean, I don't want people to think that we're bashing females because without the female, you know, none of us guys would be around here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we need you, ladies. We need
Of course.
you. So, but I think we're gonna have to do another part of this.
Oh yeah,
And
definitely.
I think we're going to have some people here. If not on the couch with us, we'll have them videotaped on our monitor. And we're going to have a live discussion of this. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So
Really?
if you guys feel the need, if you're not afraid, if you're not chicken, you know, let us know, you know, and let us know if we can add you to the feed, add you to the monitor, and we'll have
Right.
you on and we'll videotape your thoughts and, you know,
Yeah, it'll be fun.
yeah, it'll be
would.
fun. It'll be a
fun,
nice
you know?
discussion, you know, because I don't want everybody thinking that this is just our, you know, this is our point of view. You know,
Right.
because it's not just ours. It's a lot of people's point of view, and it's a
Yeah.
lot about what a lot of people think.
Definitely.
But, you know, we will have some people that'll be like, oh, man, that's just your viewpoint. Well, stop being a chicken
And let us know what you
and let
think.
us know what you think. I mean,
Mm-hmm. That's just
yeah,
as simple as
it's
that.
just that
really.
simple. It really is.
Yeah.
So, this will be a second part. But, man, I've got to really say this was a good episode. And we want to thank everybody out there for, you know, tuning in to our videos, taking time out of your busy schedule to talk about, you know, Mrs. Right and Mrs. Wrong. You know, now Mrs. Wrong, my mic is going out, I'm sorry. Mrs. Wrong is, I guess, that bad girl who only, you know, she's quick, she's easy to get to.
Ghetto.
Yeah, and
Good rat.
you know,
Bye.
Mrs. Right, you know, she's that one that, you know, guys are intimidated by because, you know, you got to step your game up in order to get with her, you know, so.
And you keep doing your thing, you good girls. You keep
Yeah.
doing your thing
Yeah.
because you know what? That's very attractive to a good guy like me.
Exactly.
It is. It's
It's very attractive.
So,
So-
you know, and don't sit up there. I'm sorry, but I just want to say this.
Of course.
You know, I'm sorry.
I'm
but
just the host.
But you know, I'm like, for real though, man. You know,
what good girls don't give up. You know what I'm saying? Because there are
they gonna
good
find
guys
somebody.
out there,
Oh,
man.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
You gonna find them. Whether you got like 2 to 3, 4, 5 kids, if you taking care of your business, just do you and take care of your business.
Yeah.
That man's gonna come along and appreciate you, and if you have kids, he's gonna appreciate them too. So don't give up. Don't think that there's no man out there, no men, period, because that's not the case. There's a lot of good guys out there, and like I said,
So- You know, we're not going to get off into this right now, but a question that I would like to propose to people is, can you be a stripper and be a good girl?
like old girl on Players Club with Lisa Ray.
Yeah.
She was trying to become like she was in college.
Yeah.
And-
Can is that real? Is that real?
Lisa Ray was, oh,
Yeah, Lisa
goodness.
Ray's bad.
Oh, my.
Yeah.
she
In
high
fact,
yellow
majority of the
too.
females that was in that movie
Oh
was
my goodness.
just bad. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a good movie. That's a classic movie. Oh,
No, it ain't.
it's classic to me. It was all inspiring, dog.
Well, we want to thank everybody and send us any information that you have back to us. We'd love to hear it.
Yes,
and
definitely.
don't worry, we're going to do a number 3, and it'll be coming pretty soon. So we want to thank everybody for taking time out of your busy schedule to sit down and chill out with me and my brother.
Yeah.
You know, it only gets better from here. Peace, YouTube.
Till next time, YouTube world.